Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. Today we are unboxing and we're going to walk through the Oracle of Pluto. 55 card exploration of the undiscovered self, written by Aubrey Houdeshell, I think is how you say it, and illustrated by Rose Ides. So Pluto is a very interesting planet, of course, so get in touch with your deepest self using shadow work as your guide. Shadow work, the exploration of the darker side of oneself in the world, is a powerful tool for self-transformation and exploration. Using Plutonian archetypes and ethereal shadow puppet-inspired figures, author Aubrey Houdeshell and illustrator Rose Ides guides you through this potent process of personal revolution. So we've got 55 cards featuring archetypes such as the crow and the tiger. So we're gonna see what we've got coming out there with that Oracle. Pluto, of course, is a very interesting little planet now that it has been put back to planetary status, of course. Pluto rules the Judgment card, but Pluto also rules Scorpio. Pluto brings power and empowerment to you. But Pluto usually requires you to go to the dark side a little bit, really dive deep. Pluto is very associated with the underworld, right? And so Pluto can bring about secrets. Pluto can bring about hidden things. Pluto really does, help you to do some difficult work sometimes, but all for your better growth, all to restore and bring about personal power. So it is all for your benefit. So working with Pluto is very deep, very intense, but incredibly transformative. Pluto is also tied to alchemy, the afterlife, rebirth, wealth, power. Pluto is a fairly slow-moving planet, moving through each astrological sign about every 12 to 20 years, depends what's going on and where we are. So very interested to go through this deck and work with Pluto. So let's open this up a little bit. Now, when I got this thing, there was no cellophane on the outside, so I'm not sure why. It was kind of weird, but I did open it up and it looks like the cards inside are cellophane. So anyway, so minor detail. So we've got magnetic closure on the box, very hard, sturdy box there. And we've got the book tucked in here. Now, does the book come out? Yes, it does. There we go. Okay, so it's got a little pocket, a little sleeve that it goes in. So we've got this lovely book. And is it in color? Yes, it is. Kind of. Okay, so we've got, pretty decent text on there, actually. How many pages is this book? This is like 90 pages. So 90 pages for a little white book, as we call them, then that's not too bad. So we've got a little preview of some of the cards in there. Let's look and see if there's any spreads. Yes, there are a few. So, I mean, I've been reading cards for about 30 years, and I don't usually, sometimes I don't use a spread, and I have all of my own anyway, but I like it when new decks really targeting certain specific areas where they do have some spreads on the inside to help you out a little bit or to give you some guidance, because I figure that these are, in theory, the author's best way for you and best suggestion to work with this particular deck. So I do like to try some new spreads every now and then. So there's only a couple of those in there. We have the Plutonian spread and we've got the unrecognized self, and this one was integrating the shadow. So it's just got the three little spreads in there. So it's probably going to be a little bit of a free-form deck for me, but we'll see how we go. So opening this up, if I can get the cards out. There we go. So nice cellophane. Ooh, I like the back. Pluto, of course, with that scorpionic energy, right? We've got a scorpion on the back of that card, and it's got a really nice kind of blue color to that. So that's pretty. Anyways, let's get the cellophane off of this. Come on. There we go. All right, let's have a look at, before we go too far into this, we'll get rid of the box. So the box, the cards just tuck in there. So a nice little package, great for carrying around with you if you want to do any work with Pluto and your shadow self on the go. So we have, now let's see. So the cards are cardboard stock, matte finish on there. They're not super thick. They do have quite a bit of movement in there, but actually not too bad. Let's see, here we go. All right. So let's do a quick flip through and have a look at each one of these cards and see where we go. These are the size-wise, by the way. Size-wise, they are not too far off a regular tarot card. So this is a regular tarot on the top of that. So just a tiny bit bigger than a regular card on there. So if you've got smaller hands, as some people do, then this deck could probably be okay to work with. It does fit in the palm of my hand anyway. I do have some longer fingers. All right, so let's have a look and see what we've got coming in here. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. There we go. That way we don't get distracted. So we've got Griffin. It's funny, the colors on this deck actually kind of make me want to work with a black light of all things. But anyways, maybe this would be kind of cool under a black light. We've got Gazelle, Lizard. So these are some archetypes that come up. We'll pull a card. We'll pull a card at the end and see read from the book. We've got Eagle, Okapi, not sure how to say that. I'll have to look that up. We've got Hippo. Oh, I see. Okay, so we've got, well, at least on the Hippo card anyway. Oh yeah, on all of them. Oh, very interesting. What a nice little symbology for your shadow side. Okay, we've got the hands up here, right? If you've ever done shadow puppets or whatever, you've got the hands up here, and then this is the shadow that it's creating. So this is actually really showing how your hands, what looks like on the surface, and shadow can look quite different. So that's kind of interesting. On there, we've got Tapir, and you can see that in the background, what we see, what we don't see. Frog. Got a butterfly on that one. Camel. Cool. Lion. I like the coloring on that one. Very nice. Rabbit. Cub. Bear. Fox. Swan. Oh, there it is. Okay. Right there. I was looking for the swan. Like, where did that go? We have squirrel. Snail. Unicorn. We all like the magical, mystical unicorn. Mallard. Rooster. Pleased with the cardstock so far because I'm not having to peel cards off of each other. They're not sticking to each other. That would be the matte finish. We've got tiger. And of course, as soon as I say that, it gets some of the stuck together. Anyways, boar. Turtle. Shadow person. Ooh, that looks actually quite sinister. Got this little red eye in there, which is probably like a planet or something like that. Anyways, we've got the kangaroo, cardinal, turkey, crow, alligator, devil. Very interesting. Skunk. That's interesting that there's a devil card thrown in right with all of these animal archetypes. Anyways, let's see what other surprises we get. We've got a penguin, porcupine, giraffe, hen, hermit crab, doe, spider, jellyfish, moose, snake, salamander. So it looks like they are all connected to the animal spirit kingdom. Swallow, goose, pigeon, wolf, world, friend, puppet master. That one's kind of interesting. Elephant, hawk, crab, house cat, whitetail, and we have a goat. So interesting. So they're all kind of in this same kind of purpley pink, blue, kind of almost like sunset hues, right? If you're, if you've got a place where you've got some spectacular sunsets, kind of like that. So let's randomly choose a card out of here and let's just see what the book has to say. Well, here we go. We'll look at turkey, since that's where I opened it up to. So let's just see, are these in alphabetical order? Kind of. We've got the devil thrown in between the skunk and the alligator and the crow. Okay, not sure I love that, working with a book, but anyways, I found the turkey, no problem. So, meaning primal instincts, staying wild and free. There is a pronounced difference between a domesticated turkey and a wild one. Domesticated turkeys are notoriously dumb and homogeneous, while their wild counterparts are much more cunning. The juxtaposition highlights the benefits of staying wild and free on multiple levels, which is also reflected in the darker, more detailed plumage on turkeys found in the wild. If turkey energy is present, you are being called to find the value in your own wild and free spirit. As we move through life, we are confronted, but with many different messages about the way we're supposed to be. It's very possible that we have been given conflicting messages from different people. However, it's important to recognize that people love to project. We all do it from time to time, but others' expectations of us are really about them and have nothing to do with us at the root. This card is an invitation to get back in touch with your essence, the wild spirit that you possess inside that only wants to be free. Who you are without the weight and projections of society, other people, your family, and friends. Oh, who are you? All right, it's asking you a question. Trust yourself. Trust your instincts. Give yourself permission to just be and know that you are good enough just as you are. Further reflection. We can be whoever we want to be at any given moment, and indeed, there are many hats that we must wear to successfully navigate different situations. However, at the base of all these versions of you is just you, and this person has carried you through every trial, tribulation, and victory. Celebrate that person, show compassion to that person, invite them to come forward and show up in whatever way feels the most natural. It's a nice little message. I'm glad I landed on the turkey. Not too bad. So anyways, so this should be really quite interesting to work with this, right? So clearly it's invoking your shadow side, working with your deeper self, with the animal and some other archetypes in there. And it's usually because it's something to relate to, right? And it's a little bit easier for us as humans if we can have like something real to, to kind of associate with, right? And to kind of compare to, or, have that connection. with there. So anyway, so that is the Oracle of Pluto. Do you have this deck? What did you think of this deck? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of Pluto energy, right? Pluto can be very wonderful, but it can also be a little bit scary, right? So very deep energy coming in here. So if you've got this deck or if this speaks to you in some way, do let me know, but give this video a like there. I will put the link to this deck down in the description box and the comment section down below. And stay tuned because I'll probably have some readings out using this deck. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.